Number 10. Katwe Explosion Craters Lakes. Explosion crater lakes in Uganda can be found around Queen Elizabeth National Park. They are located in the northern part of the Mwea Peninsula. The main crater lake is Lake Katwe, the #1 salt distributor in Uganda. The lake is 3,265 feet deep, not able to habituate any animals because of salty water. However, elephants, buffaloes, flamingos, and baboons can be seen at the Baboon Cliff. Crater lakes were formed due to ancient volcanic activities in Uganda 8,000 to 10,000 years ago. These eruptions were extremely violent, and instead of piling debris about their vents like other volcanoes, they discharged ash over a wide area. Although dormant for many years, Lake Katwe and other crater lakes still contain sulfur residue and often emit gas clouds from the surface. Swimming in this lake is not permitted. Number 9. Lost Lake. Lost Lake in Mount Hood National Forest might possibly be the strangest lake in the United States. When winter arrives, adjacent streams drain into the lake and cause it to fill with water. While this occurrence isn't out of the ordinary, the lake does undergo a confusing transformation in the spring. The lake slowly dries up during the months of summer. The reason for its yearly demise is quite simple. There's a hole in the lake. No one is sure of exactly how the hole came about, but most believe that it's a lava tube that was formed long ago during a period of volcanic activity. The lake's pure blue water drains into the tube and enters into a network of underground rivers, most likely tributaries of the Mackenzie River. Number 8. Blue Lake. Located 30 miles, 50 kilometers south from Nalchik, Russia, lays the Blue Lake. The deep blue waters of this stunning lake, hidden in Russia's Caucasus Mountains, are surrounded by mystery. It's uninhabited by fish and avoided by locals. Regardless of the ambient temperature outside the lake, it remains a constant 48.74 degrees Fahrenheit, 9.3 degrees Celsius. This place is almost ice cold. Even though its underground water source hasn't yet been fully identified, 70 million liters of water flow out of it daily, giving birth to a small river. The lake does not smell pleasant because of the hydrogen sulfide. The locals nicknamed it the Stinky Lake. It has the scent of rotten eggs. Its depth has been a mystery for centuries and is considered bottomless by locals. A scientific expedition managed to go as deep as 279 meters. That's deeper than the height of the main building of the Moscow State University, 182 meters, or 3 U.S. Statues of Liberty put on top of one another. Scientists and divers have also attempted to explore the lake's depths before 2016. In 2012, British diver Martin Robson set off on an expedition together with his team, but it ended in tragedy. Russian diver Andrei Rodionov died during the dives, and Robson himself had to go through intensive care after making a record 209-meter dive. Till date, the lake and what lies at its depth remains a mystery. Number 7. Lake Brosno. Most people are familiar with the legendary Loch Ness Monster, a mysterious cryptid said to lurk in the depths of Loch Ness in Scotland. The Brosno dragon, or Brosnia, is a creature believed to reside in Lake Brosno, which is situated in the Tver region, near the town of Andreapol in Russia. It is a deep lake with a maximum depth, as discovered recently, of 160 meters. Could there be truth behind the claims that the lake is inhabited by such an unbelievable creature? And if there is truth behind the claims, what could the creature be? Many people treat the existence of it skeptically and still say the creature may be a mutant beaver or a giant pike of 100 to 150 years. Others conjecture that groups of wild boars and elks cross the lake from time to time. Numerous witnesses say that they saw a head of a big beast above water that looked like a dinosaur or a dragon head with a long thin tail. The people said that the creature was covered with scales like a reptile and was about 5 meters long. Number 6. Lac de Gafsa. The lake appeared in the Tunisian desert like a mirage. One minute there was nothing but scorching sand. The next, a large expanse of turquoise water. For locals roasting in the 40-degree centigrade heat, the temptation to cool off in the inviting water quickly overcame any fears about the mysterious pool. Hundreds flocked to what quickly became known as the Lac de Gafsa, or Gafsa Beach, to splash, paddle, dive, and fling themselves from rocks into the lake, ignoring warnings that the water could be contaminated with carcinogenic chemicals, riddled with disease, or possibly radioactive. Even after the water turned a murky green, they arrived in droves. undeterred. Some say it is a miracle, while others are calling it a curse, said Lakhdar Sueed. Number 5. Lake Tahoe. Shimmering in myriad shades of blue and green, Lake Tahoe is the USA's second deepest lake, and at 6,245 feet high, it is also one of the highest elevation lakes in the country. It's said that French explorer Jacques Cousteau did a deep-water dive into Lake Tahoe in the 1970s, only to emerge with no documentation or photography. It is said that Cousteau emerged from the dive and claimed, "The world isn't ready for what was down there." What the heck did he see? Maybe the bodies of unlucky gamblers who crossed the mafia in 1950s Reno? Or maybe it was Tahoe Tessie, the Loch Ness likeness of the lake. LA Times said that Cousteau never actually visited Lake Tahoe. The Cousteau story may be a myth, but it is no less chilling because the physical conditions of the lake are such that bodies could still be drifting beneath the surface. Scuba divers in Lake Tahoe found the body of a man who had drowned in the lake 17 years ago. Still in its wetsuit, the body was very well preserved. Because the water in this high alpine lake is so cold, decomposition is very slow. Apart from Tahoe's maximum depth of 1,645 feet, another legend is that there is a hole somewhere in the bottom of the lake that is linked to an underground river system that feeds into Pyramid Lake, north of Reno. This would explain how drowning victims at Tahoe have floated up at Pyramid. Or would it? So we guess we never know what's really lurking beneath. Number 4. Jellyfish Lake. Southeast of the Philippines exists a place forgotten by time. Surrounded for hundreds of miles by the Pacific Ocean, Palau is a natural paradise unsurpassed anywhere else in the world. Here, inside its maze of small rocky outcrops, lies Onguiamo Tequetao Jellyfish Lake, where divers swim through the swarms of floating creatures. While it was once home to millions of jellyfish, the population drastically declined back in 2016 as the result of a drought. After being closed for 2 years to allow its diminishing golden jellyfish population to recover, over 600,000 golden jellyfish have since returned to the lake, and the numbers can be expected to continue to rise if Palau continues to receive the rainy water it is currently experiencing. Number 3. Lake Berryessa. The world is full of wonders. Among them is the mysterious hole in Lake Berryessa. No one knows how, but the mysterious hole opened up out of nowhere. Nobody really knew what it was, where it came from, or where the water was going to. It is not a supernatural whirlpool, a demon's mouth, or a portal into hell or a fourth dimension. The creepy thing probably won't suck you into it either. The massive Morning Glory spillway in the Lake Berryessa Reservoir in Northern California was originally designed to funnel away water after unusually big storms, and was only expected to flow a couple of times per century when heavy rains filled the lake to capacity. Number 2. Lake Natron. While passing over northeastern Tanzania in 2017, the NASA's Landsat 8 satellite captures a strange image of the red glowing lake. The lake color appears so unnatural. It looks like runoff from an industrial slaughterhouse, or something monstrous is lurking underneath it. But that's not all. According to local legend, the lake turns anything that it touches into stone, and that's the reason the lake is also known as Medusa Lake. Legend states that Medusa was once a beautiful, avowed priestess of Athena who was cursed for breaking her vow of celibacy. Anyone who locked gaze with Medusa will be turned into stone. Medusa is beheaded by the Greek hero Perseus, and her blood drips onto Africa. A deeper investigation revealed that the Medusa Lake has not always been red. Previous satellite images revealed that its color is changing. Upon further inspection of the red water, experts found abounded amounts of cyanobacteria living in the environment, and it turns out that they are red. Experts believe when the population of this bacteria increases, the lake becomes more and more redder. But how will they explain the animal statues? Unlike those other lakes though, Lake Natron, Medusa, is extremely alkaline due to high amounts of the chemical natron, a mix of sodium carbonate and baking soda in the water. The water's pH has been measured as high as 10.5, nearly as high as ammonia, and this is what causes the animals to turn into stones. Number 1. Lake Nicaragua. The exquisitely beautiful Lake Nicaragua is the largest lake in Central America. Despite being a freshwater lake, Lake Nicaragua contains sharks that have adapted to freshwater life. Recent studies, however, have shown that the sharks have more than likely traveled up the San Juan River, which connects the lake to the Caribbean Sea, jumping upstream in much the same way as salmon do. Because bull sharks are unpredictable and often aggressive, and because they favor shallow waters, they are considered to be one of the most dangerous species of shark from a human standpoint, and it is believed that they are responsible for the majority of shallow water attacks on humans. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoy the video, please let me know by clicking the like button. Do share, write a comment, and don't forget to subscribe so that you can catch up my next video.